Then adding URL communication to an app. This is referring to microservices, because if you want to create a new microservice, like Cyril did in the front end part, how does it work that you can query it over the RESTful API? This is there's also an enhancement planned, but aha, no, sorry. This is the other. This is the URL. This is the URL communication from app to app. So I opened the URL parameter, and we can go quickly through this because Robert has also shown this a little bit, not a little bit, quite enough already. So this app has two inputs, and we change the input for the param input. It's called param. We just say here server URL. Oh yeah, maybe it's good that I show this one more time, because the inseri param can be in the server URL or in the body of the request. So I reload to see the changes. And now, if I change this, here you see up there the server URL has changed. Or if I do this again, you see it has changed again. So this app is quite useful. You'll see later in the video why. So now I should have maybe chosen some different queries. I always duplicate the same one. But you might guess which query I will use for this example again. The encoded one. Okay. And now, okay, always check if it's all good in the query. Okay. We can edit. And now, what do I do next? I think I map an app to it. Okay, just opened an app and then map it to it. If I've done this as well, don't have to stop or explain too much here. I map the label to the app input and save it. Okay, so now you see the input of the query here. Okay, so this is, we've already seen all of this, but now you can exchange in the query that we just added. You can exchange here the server URL. So you can say inseri param.server URL. So this means that this app will now check whenever in the URL this changes, the query is performed again, and the app inputs are updated again. Here it's still test 1, 2, 3, 4. This parameter, URL parameter. So it doesn't work at the moment, of course, because it's not a valid URL. So, and now what happens now if you reload it? It's undefined, of course, because the query that contains this variable doesn't make any sense. Now I copy and paste this and paste the server URL in here, and it has updated the server URL, and now it works again. So just as another example from, and now if I take another book, like we did before, we can just exchange it, and yeah, we paste it again, and nothing changed here. I was wondering why, but they both come from the same library. So this is why nothing changed here. Okay, so I've shown this. Another example for URL commutation to an app.